Hello everyone and welcome to another video edition of Nathan Knows Sports. Today I will be going over some starting pitchers who are undervalued in most leagues.
The following are players who I expect to post double-digit wins, an average K per inning rate, and solid pitching ratios.
Despite a fantastic 16-win season that saw him lock down the number 2 job in the Yankees rotation, Hiroki Kuroda is often treated like a red-headed stepchild in most fantasy leagues.
Kuroda is never going to blow anyone away with his K per inning totals. However, that's likely because he's always reliable for 200-plus innings. Over the past 3 years, Kuroda has averaged 206 innings pitched and 162 strikeouts. As a number 4 or 5 pitcher on most fantasy teams, that's fantastic, especially when you can make up the K per inning totals through premium middle relievers. Check out my book, Moneyball for Relief Pitchers, for specifics.
Dan Herron was a one-time fantasy ace who saw his stock plummet drastically last year.
By all means, 2012 was a disappointing year for Herron. However, his total season numbers don't show just how great he actually was in the second half of last year. From August 25th through the end of the year, Herron was lights out. His strikeout totals were down last year, but from 2007 to 2011, he posted at least 190 strikeouts every year. Moving back to the National League, Herron is the 4th man up in a stacked Washington rotation. Facing lower quality batting lineups, as well as pitching against lower tiered pitchers, could provide for some cheap wins and better pitching ratios. Herron has bona fide SP1 potential.
Hyun-Jin Ryu might not be able to punch out the likes of Major Bison or Zangief, but he's doing plenty of that to opposing hitters in spring ball.
Through 23 spring innings, Ryu has posted 23 strikeouts for a decent 3.86 ERA and a stellar 1.07 WHIP. In fact, because he's gotten better with each start made, he's earned the 2nd spot in the Dodgers rotation. Ryu was signed by the Dodgers this past offseason for a combined posting fee and contract total of $63 million. Ryu is making the transition from the Korean Pro Leagues, where he dominated, much like Yu Darvish dominated in Japan.
Derek Holland is one guy who can look like Matt Cain in one start and Kevin Millwood in the next.
Depending on which Derek Holland shows up, you can get a fantastic ace-like performance or a ratio killer. Even though his left-handed fastball curve combination is fantastic, Holland does not post strikeout numbers many would think. However, with a renewed focus this offseason, Holland was selected to represent the U.S. in the World Baseball Classic, and has looked pretty good this spring. Last season was a tale of 2 halves as he battled illness and injury early in the year. Holland could make fantasy managers look smart or foolish this year.
That's all for today. If you would like to know more about how to calculate your own player ratios, or just like a list of the best and worst ratio performers,
check out my book, Moneyball for Fantasy Baseball, The Ultimate Guide, available now for download on Kindle.
As well, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for all the latest video updates. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and check out my website, NathanKnowsSports.com, for all the latest fantasy advice and opinionated articles about the teams and players you love to hate the most. Thank you.
Here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gon' stop. We gon' turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, yo. Tell 'em turn it